The following program contains material which may be inappropriate for viewing by children and young people or may be considered offensive by some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. The content of this program is solely the responsibility of Elaine Schoendorf and not the People's Channel, Durham Community Media, its staff, or its board of directors. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Ruby Tuesday show. This is going to be a good show. We're having a little bit of fun in the chat already. And this is the Ruby Tuesday show, and I'm Elaine, and we're having a great time. And if you've just joined us, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're here. Welcome, everybody in the chat. So good to see you. Okay, I want to let you know, if you are watching the show on the People's Channel, Public Access TV in Chapel Hill, and want to be on the show live, just like everybody in chat is right now, send an email to thinkelaine@yahoo.com, and I'll tell you how to do it. It's very easy to do. And I'll put that little email address up on the screen so you see that. So again, if you're watching this program, the Ruby Tuesday show, on the People's Channel, Public Access TV in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, send an email. If you want to be on the show like everybody else live, if you want to be on the show, send an email to thinkelaine@yahoo.com, and I'll tell you how you can get on the show. It's very, 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 very easy. And if you're watching the show on Ustream, I think that everything, I'm just looking at Nick here. No, that other one email address is my private email address, and thinkelaine @yahoo. There we go. And let's see. I gotta check something out right there. Check in the chat. Everybody's good. And I have with me, like I have had the last couple of weeks, I've got my good friend Randolph, who is from London, who joins me in on the chat, and I am going to call Randolph via Skype, and he's going to join me and help me when I do the show here. He's going to help read things in the chat. Randolph, how about you call me? Can you call me on Skype real quick? See if that works, see if we can't get a little ringy-dingy going on here. Something we're going to do tonight is a little bit different, or that we're going to try to do every week of the show, since the public access allows me to only have 55 minutes of a show. Typically we run longer than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a 55-minute show that we're going to broadcast live to be played back on TV, and we're going to have an after show. We're going to continue the show after the 55 minutes. So if you're in the chat and, oops, sorry. Hi, Randolph. If you're in the chat, join us for the after party. We're going to continue having more fun after our 55 minutes is done, because 55 minutes is just our warm-up. Randolph, how you doing?
Hello, I don't need 55 minutes to warm up.
You don't need 55 minutes to warm up?
I'm toasty.
You are? Well, you're otherwise good too?
I'm good to go.
Good. Randolph is my he is my kazoo friend. He is my harmonica friend. Chris in the chat is also a harmonica friend. We got lots of people. Randolph, you want to mention some of the people who are in the chat?
Okay, I see Nick and Tommy, and let me check my more complete list of people in the chat. Pharmacus and That 80s Boy and Ruby, and yeah, I probably shouldn't count you.
No, don't count me. And then we
Tommy,
have...
Did Tommy get skipped?
Tommy? Is Tommy skipped again?
We mustn't skip Tommy.
Oh, well, we're going to have to count this. How many times do we skip Tommy?
We're probably going to get a lot of people who just turn up as Ustreamer. Until you log into the site, you can't type in the chat.
That's a good thing to point out.
Yeah, you need to log in, give them an email address to start chatting. Okay.
So it's not that hard once you do it, and because all of us can do it.
It's real simple.
Okay, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to play a little Balderdash. And Balderdash is just like the game that people have probably played before. Oh my goodness gracious, this thing won't let me move, but that's okay. We'll just breeze on through it. Here we go. Here we're going to play some Balderdash. Boink. Balderdash. Okay, so I want to get rid of that. This show is usually full of some little technical things here and there, and that's just kind of the way that it goes. And you never can tell what's going to happen, but it's always fun. It is always fun. So let me find a word, and what Randolph's going to do is he is going to read the word. It might be a word that you are familiar with, but what we're going to do is make a fake definition for this, and we're not going to decide who's right or wrong. We're just going to have fun and make up crazy words. Here we go.
Evil Fact Man's joined the chat. Hello.
Hi there, Evil.
And Nick's requested me to say a bit of the old in and out. I'm not sure if I did that right. A bit of the old in and out. Something like that.
Oh, Pinky wants to know, is that my Star of Hollywood? Hollywood Boulevard behind me? Let's just check that out. No, that's a very, popular thing you see on barns and tool sheds.
That's that.
Yes, that's my closet, so that's my tool shed. So there we go.
Okay, the word is cachet, or catch it. Catch it.
I was very surprised that the definition for this word, when I was finding it, they were very precise on how you would pronounce this thing. They were very...
It's French.
Ah.
It is a perfume for cats from Givenchy, says Pharmacus. No product placement. Says Pharmacus. He means the place in France. The Givenchy region. Yeah. Evil Fat Man has joined the chat again. Hello. Tom says it's a perfume for crabs or people with crabs.
Yeah, that works.
I hope I pronounced crabs clearly. What else we got? Cachet. It's a really small cashew nut.
I'll move that over there a little bit. I'm always kind of squirmy in my chair because I try to keep out. I want to keep my face out of the... Ah, Pinky's got a good one there.
Pinky says cache is a place to put your weed.
Santari is here. Hi, Santari.
Hello, Santari.
Oh, this song that's playing in the background, this is Brew Chugger. This is one of my absolute favorite songs from him. And by the way, people watching on TV, the music that is played here is created by members of a independent music website called iCompositions. So, if you want to check out their music, head on over to iCompositions.com. Thanks for putting up with that heavy login, Evil Fact Man. I know it can be a pain in the patootie sometimes. It gives me some trouble.
Okay, we're straight in with Evil Fat Man. A catchit is a hatchet used to cut up cats.
Oh my God. No cats were involved making that caption. Not caption, that balderdash word.
Centauri just had the famous icon flag, which has been going around the world for years.
I saw.
Posted this amazing set of stories like a comic book.
That was fantastic. Great pictures.
Mm-hmm. Any more guesses for what could be meant by this word?
Okay, we're going to move on. But a cachet is a printed or stamped design or inscription. Here's a new word.
Okay. The new word is furbelow.
What does furbelow mean?
I think I've got one of those.
I think I got one.
In my case, it's like a stuffed toy lion that I rest my feet on. Tom says, what women have.
I think this is how
Everyone's just giggling, not guessing.
This is how Southerners give directions to somebody who lives down south of them. You know, they got to go fur below that, you know, where the firehouse used to be, and then you keep on going, and then you go fur below that hill, and blah, blah, blah. That 80s boy says it sounds naughty.
Yeah, he's agreeing with you. How far below is it? Pinky says fur below is a level in Boy Scouts. Yeah, you get a badge for that, don't you? Santari asks, is it a contraction of far and below, spelt oddly? Though, well, in dialect.
I don't know. Oh, good one, 80s boy.
80s has, it's really cold when it gets to fur below. And Tommy says a furball that says, ow.
Okie dokie. You want the real definition? You ready for the real definition?
Either an item of clothing or a piece of an item of clothing. That's my guess.
Let me see. It says a fur below has nothing to do with fur. It may be a gathered strip or pleated border to an article of usually female clothing.
Yep, it's a piece of clothing.
Piece of clothing.
Pinky says also known as a merkin. Yeah. Oh, everyone's going to know this. Fibula.
What's a fibula? But not the real definition, not the common definition. My hair's coming down.
It's the tongue that doctors press your... Sorry, it's the stick that doctors press your tongue down with to check if you're lying.
Iron Sol is here. Hi there, Iron Sol. Welcome,
Hello,
welcome.
Centauri asks, was Tommy correct then? Oh, it's not about correct, it's about...
It's about making
making anybody laugh.
ridiculous definitions and funny stuff.
Right. Factman says fibula is the bone which often lies to the tibia. Sidekick. Yes. That's elegant. It is a bone, yes. But we're looking for something better than that.
Tommy says it's telling lies in Hawaii.
Okay. Nick says it's the bone that causes you to think your music matters on Icon.
The Ruby bot is... What is the Ruby bot doing? So, what is the Ruby bot set up to do, Randolph?
What's that now? That's an in-joke, I think.
Okay.
Fibula. It definitely looks like something to do with bones and lying. Right, Fatman's got a lying woman named Beulah. Nick says, "Cause you Ruby bot."
Okay. You ready for the real definition? Because I will give it to you. It is a small lie. It's a small lie. Just
It's not, it's a bone
fibula.
You don't know exactly what it is.
No, okay. I made this bigger, and obviously I didn't take out the whatever. So you can read it. It's dilapidated.
Sizes, yeah. Dilapidated. When you're taken for a date on Diwali and you get pizza.
Santari is keeping us right between the box on this.
Santari's being a lawyer, I think.
He's very deliberate.
Is
Nick?
fib just a short version of fibula then? Yes,
Yes.
that's correct.
Yes.
And bi is just a short version of bicep.
Randolph, did we mention what the safe word is tonight?
Pinky did explain this. Yes.
Is it marmoset? Nick wrote in marmoset.
Marmoset.
Marmoset. Okay, marmoset is a safe word.
Okay, marmoset. I think that's spelled wrong.
Marmoset. That reminds me of a
Marmoset.
Michael Jackson. Marmoset. What is that? What song? Okay, never mind.
Right. Getting back to business, dilapidated is, Tom says, the measurement that doctors take during birth. How far is she dilapidated? Yep. That 80s boy says, when they cut your marmoset off, being dilapidated. 80s said the safe word. Yep. Pinky says, an octogenarian orgy. Evil Fat Man drawls. She was feeling mighty dilapidated for a blow. We have a winner.
I love it. Using past words is really gets you extra points. Fantastic.
Saul says dilapidated is high rent housing in Western Virginia.
West Virginia, close enough.
Virginia? Okay.
Dilapidated. When I saw this word, I was thinking there's the word dated in there. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe you could. I'm not creative enough to make up these words like you guys can do in the chat, but
whatever I said would be pornographic. Nick says 3 times 4 dilapidated by 3 equals marmoset.
Okay, well, let's see the real.
Batman says too much online dating leaves one dilapidated. That's good.
That's great.
Centauri says when you're dated twice in one lap. No, that's very.
Yes.
Yes.
So you ready for the definition? It's actually kind of just, what you would think. It's a wrecked building or something wrecked. A wrecked building. Oh, this one's kind of small. Diphthong.
That's another good one. Batman says it's a lap dance by someone too old.
Dilapidated. Dilapidated. Good job, guys.
Diphthong.
Diphthong. The other day,
What happens in the swimming pool?
diphthong. Oh, good one, Tommy.
Oh, go on. The other day?
Yeah, I was saying the other day I went to, I volunteer at the high school for the theater department, and the instructor was telling us all about how your sounds, if your mouth, how you have to enunciate and project, and how you need to form just all the cool mechanics of your mouth when you are speaking and saying vowels and consonants and stuff. And for some reason, diphthong sprang to my mind. Mm-hmm. It may not even be remotely related to that, but that's where my mind went.
It's a particle of speech. Right, we have some entries here. Diphthong is, Tom says, a bathing suit for old men. Centauri says, someone with a bad speech impediment talking about this song.
7-layer dip.
Diphthong. Pinky says, what you wear on your furbelow. Evil Fatman says, a thong worn by someone too fat so that it is no longer visible, therefore the thong is stuck in the dip, so to speak.
What?
I think it's a trademarked manoeuvre copyrighted by the Chippendales choreographer.
Oh my gosh. Oh, right.
I know it's language, but I can't even remember the right definition for this one. It's something weird, isn't it?
Diphthong.
Pinky says diphthong is also known as butt floss. Butt floss. Butt floss. Thank you, Pinky.
Butt floss.
Nick says the new geriatric incontinence panties, diphthong. 80s boy says diphthong is the sound Liberace's doorbell makes. Diphthong.
That's great. I tell you guys are remarkable.
They just get elaborate. Evil Fatman says an antiseptic dick for a well-used thong.
Ah.
80s boy, yeah, hard to top.
Let's see. What was my... Oh, the real definition of a diphthong is a gliding monosyllabic speech sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Manometer. We may have had this word in the past. It looks a little bit familiar to me. This was not a song by Hall & Oates in the 80s.
A manometer measures testosterone.
That's pretty close. Pretty close.
Centauri says a manometer measures his noms. Sorry.
Nom nom nom.
Noms. Measures noms. Manometer.
It's hard to say
Manometer.
because you're using different diphthongs to do that, to say that word.
All the time. Manometer tells how many times I've nommed. Yeah. Nick says that the manometer is a device which determines the validity of your man card.
And Tommy says, man, oh, just a meter away, there's a diphthong.
Evil Fatman says it's like a pedometer, but it measures something other than steps taken. Oh, it's the scratch marks on the bedpost, isn't it?
Ooh.
Mine goes up to 11.
Ooh. Go up. Would you say, Randolph? It goes up to 11?
That was a misplaced spinal tap. Oh dear.
He's a man-eater, Hall & Oates.
Oh, it tells you how fast you're singing.
That works.
Nick says manometer, the other white meat.
Evil Fact Man says, is in constant search of some fur below.
Pinky says, a slide rule that takes the logarithmic function of your member divided by how many beers you have had.
And then
Converts it to inches? Oh, I don't know.
I think there's some kind of probability factored in there. Well,
think there is.
manometer is an instrument used for detecting disguised males in a group.
It's the transvestite detector.
Ah,
Interesting. Now, does it go by gender role or...
well, I don't know. We'll have to get one and test it out. Sanny Francher. Sanny Francher.
Sanny Francher.
Ooh, it's like franchise. It also reminds me of,
Someone who replaces the perfume in public toilets.
Sanny Francher.
Factman is just added on a new trademark component to the slide rule that takes the logarithmic function of your member divided by how many beers you've had and also uses temperature in the calculation. 80s Boy says Sanny Francher is the first girlfriend he ever had. Fatman says it's the flip side of the furbelow.
Oh my god.
Tom says Sanny Francher is a franchise for fannies. A raw franchise for... maybe I should have misread it. Okay, Centauri says sounds like a name, Sanny Francher. It does.
Sanny Francher.
Sanny Francher.
I'd like to have some Sandy Francher salad dressing on my salad. How many times can I use the word salad in a sentence?
It's San Francisco's version of a popular multicolored boiled sweet.
Eh.
80s Boy says I miss Sanny. Tommy says it's when you have too much sand in your trunks.
Sandy Francher. Boy, I just got something right on the tip of my brain, but okay, a Sandy Francher. Oh, this is interesting. Is an old man. A Sandy Francher isn't.
In San Francisco.
I don't know.
Okay.
The following program contains material which may be inappropriate for viewing by children and young people or may be considered offensive by some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. The content of this program is solely the responsibility of Elaine Schoendorf and not the People's Channel, Durham Community Media, its staff, or its board of directors. We just had an old man. Here you go.
Tom also guessed it was the new name for French fries. At Centauri, it's what a French kiss from me is called. Now, is that for Sandy Francher or Mumpsimus?
I bet you it's Sandy Francher.
Oh no, I can totally see that now. Centauri, Sandy Francher. Yes. I'll buy that for $1. Okay, Mumpsimus.
Mumpsimus. I think he was in the Russell Crowe movie Gladiator. Wasn't that the name of his character?
Could be.
Tommy says he toured with Jesus.
We're going for ancient Rome, are we, with this one?
Centauri says a mumpsimus is what the Romans called the mumps.
Yeah. Is that the same in America, the mumps? The illness?
I don't know.
In England we have mumps and measles.
Yeah, we have. I think that's a universal, a universal malady.
Okay. Mumpsimus Maximus, says Nick, scared the little children away, thereby securing him as the most feared Caesar in the world. Factman says it's a prehistoric beast which had a swollen neck. Saul says Mumpsimus is one big mump. Satari says, I know mumps is a thing, but I don't actually know what it is. It's some sort of illness that involves throat swelling, I think.
Swollen glands.
Oh, Mumpsimus could be the annual celebration of that disease.
It could be. It could be like Festivus.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry. A greetings card manufacturer could start selling cards for it. I'm fired. Sorry.
Mumpsimus. We have the bumps amongst us. That's when a whole family gets mumps at the same time. Mumpsimus. Mumpsimus.
Mumpsimus isn't something you want to find in your furbelow. Potatoes Boy says the Greek god of mumps, a long-forgotten Greek god. Tom thinks it's the only cure for furbelow. Nick says, try the Mumpsimus. I'm here all week if you're waitress. We should get Nick. Can you get Nick on Skype?
Can Nick come in on Skype? It depends on what laptop he's got on. Nick, are you available to come in?
You mean it depends what he's got on his laptop?
Yeah, it depends. It just depends.
He already said he was in his underwear.
He's in his...
It's audio only, so we're fine.
He's not at the...
It says... Sorry, Aegis Boy says, Mumpsimus, and I had a hot dog. Centauri says, a mother's psychic music. Mum Psy Muse.
Well, I will give you the definition of Mumpsimus. It is an outdated and unreasonable position on an issue. Isn't that interesting? Now, this is not the real word barbiturate. Even though you know what a barbiturate is, make a new definition for this word. Barbiturate. Barbiturate. I can think of a few words that would work for this. Barbiturate. Right off the top, Evil Factman's got when Barbie is in a bad mood.
Nick says, sounds like a girl word. Centauri says, I will find a good use for the word Mumpsimus. Good.
Oh. You okay? Are you okay, Randall? He's not okay. I had my finger poised on 911 to get the... Are you all right?
Yeah, sorry. Medic's hitting my back.
Okay.
Excuse me. I think
Well,
I'm
it went down the wrong way?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Let me know if you're okay.
I should get a cough button for my house.
Okay. Iron Saul says, Barb hit you? What? Barb bit you what? And Tommy says, what a barber charges. Nick says, she wasn't very good at debating making hair a barbiturate. I got to reread that. Nick said she wasn't very good at debating making her a barbiturate. Oh, okay, it's the here. There was a little bit of a typo there.
Got it.
Yeah, you better now?
I'm fine.
Okay,
yeah.
good.
Sorry, I swallowed a fly.
Okay. That can happen. That Eddie's boy says, barbiturate? Barb hit me too.
I think we missed one. Evil Fatman says when Barbie is in a bad mood.
Oh, I read that one, but then there's another one at the bottom that Evil Factman said, what Barbie calls her fur below. No, Nick likes saying the safe words.
Barbiturate of soda is used to clean wire fences.
Is it?
Mm.
How dirty are those fences? I see what Tommy's doing. He's capturing the word rate in the back there, back part of that word, and he is making his, okay, what Barbie really charges. Barbie bit rate. Barbitulate. Happy fences. Okay, Nick says. Okay, well, barbiturates are really drugs that act as central nervous system depressants. Okay, here we go.
Fancy stuff.
Fancy stuff. Very
Centauri
fancy.
says also the original title for the song Baba Yatu. Baba Yatu.
Baba Yetu? I've never heard of that before. Futterwhackin'.
Futterwhacking.
Futter. I like the way you say it, Randolph.
Futterwhacking mass information. Works as a swear word. Futterwhacking. Someone who's really bad at golf is a futterwhacking idiot.
Ah.
Centauri says futterwhacking is more fun without furbelow. Wow. Iron Soul says futterwhacking. I used to get punished for that. The 80s boy says, yeah, my mum used to slap my face whenever I said it.
Oh, you poor people.
Nick says, Daisy... Uh-oh, I've got dyslexia now. Nick said, Daisy stopped producing milk since all that futterwhacking. Factman says it's just regular whacking when someone has tremors. Tommy says I'm blind from too much of it.
Futterwhackin'.
I think it involves oiled up feet.
Oiled up
Possibly a
feet?
bathtub.
Ah, interesting.
According to a nature film I saw.
When I saw this, I thought, I can't believe it's not futterwhacking. I don't know why.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm not reading that.
alrighty. The real definition of futterwhacking is beating around the bush, as in quit futterwhacking and tell me the truth. Futterwhacking.
I think Nick just exactly paraphrased Evil Factman, so I think Factman gets the point now.
Yep.
Right, now I would pronounce that Tijuana, but I've been told it should be Tijuana.
Yes.
Something close to that.
Yes. But we know that Tijuana is actually a city in Mexico, but we're going to go outside the box and try to think of a Tijuana. Like,
It's a lizard that makes coffee.
that is just brilliant to me, Randolph, that you take that, you find the T and combine it with iguana. That just is amazing. That is amazing. Hi there, Chris.
We've got... Yeah, Fatman gets good at that one. Flamicus, we've got Tijuana. Juana? How do you pronounce? I can't do Mexicans.
Juana?
Do you say the J or do you say H?
It's an H. It would be an H.
Did you wanna, Juana? I can't do that. That man says an insane desire for tea. Tijuana. Tijuana.
Wow. I think I broke my
Right.
diphthong.
Centauri says marijuana from Taiwan. Tijuana. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
Wow. I love how the I and the J look like they're really happy. Saul says Tijuana, and I want Tijuana, and I want it too. Tia. Fatman says it's a tea made with marijuana. You know that's a slang word anyway. It's tea.
It is? What's the real word then?
A slang word for pot is tea.
Oh, I thought you were talking about tea. I did not know that.
Already.
Nick.
Speaking of Parkinson's, anyone want extra Parmesan cheese? I'm going to pronounce it Parmesan.
I love the way you say that. Say it again, Randolph. Please?
Which one?
Parmesan.
Parmesan cheese. That's what he's typed. Otherwise, I would say Parmesan.
Yeah. That's
And
cool.
my friend's dad in America says Parmesan
Yes.
for some reason. Parmesan.
I have to raise my eyebrows every time I look at that 80s boys. He's writing, yikes! Oh, shoot. This is so much fun. Okay, well, Tijuana, the real definition is actually, yes, it's a city in Mexico. So here we go. Here's a new word. Let's see. How am I doing on time? We got to head on over to the caption contest soon. Finkel. Finkel.
Finkel. I think that's another person.
Finkel. Finkel. Let's see. This could be a cross between a 10 spot and a nickel. Don't they call a $10 bill, is that a fin? Does anybody remember that?
I've heard that, yeah, I've heard that in America.
This is $10.05.
What do we got? The 80s boy laces out. Pharmacus, a fish who can't make up their mind. Tommy, does this have something to do with fur below? We've got a really popular word today.
For below.
Nick, Finkel, one level above tinkle. Yeah, when it takes a really long time to tinkle, that's like a Finkel.
Tommy is question mark?
Finkel, Finkling is tickling the fur below. Says Factman. Pharmacus says thinking with your head in the toilet.
Oh, it just had a brain fart. I just thought Bob Seger did the song Fire Down Below, so it could be Fire
really?
Fur Below. What's the name of that song? It's not Fire Down Below. What is the name of that song?
I know. Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on
Probably
the...
not same one.
We got the fire down below. I gotta find...
Don't push too hard, or you get a Finkel, says Nick. I'm still coughing. I need a drink. Hang on. I don't know.
Yeah, get yourself something.
I just reach just off stage. There we go. A Finkel, Centauri says, is another word for a thought.
Ah, now that's a good one.
Yeah.
All of them are good. Some of them make sense.
Yeah, like there's 6 Finkels in one idea.
Okay, a Finkel, actually this word doesn't have a definition, so we're just going to...
One more.
Oh.
Evil Fat Man says it's a fine wrinkle.
A fine wrinkle. A
Yeah.
fine wrinkle.
Go on, the real one.
Now that's kind of like an oxymoron because no wrinkle is great. And I'm using the word fine like, yep, it's okay. But I know you're meaning a small. Okay, here we go. Go bang. Go bang. Go bang.
Okay, Nick says cough, cough, open beer. He's stealing my act. I'll sue. Factman says as in thin. Yes, we got that. Not fine as in excellent. Go bang.
Go
Wait,
bang.
why aren't we playing the caption contest yet?
I don't know. We probably should, shouldn't we?
We probably should be.
Okay. Well,
Go
let me
bang.
get out of here then. I will get into
Go
the...
bang
You know
is
what?
a match. Go bang is what a match says to a fuse.
You know, that is really kind of a surprise because now I'm thrown off on that. Here we go. Caption. This.
Okay,
Here we go.
background music's loud.
It is.
Put them much.
Here we go. The
Okay,
music is too
Tommy.
loud?
Tom, we'll start the captions in a sec. Tom says, go bang your fur below, then check the manometer. Wow. And Factman says the fur below needed some rest after it go bang.
Wow, I really did. I lost all sense of time.
I just noticed it's like we're
Me
on
too.
45.
Nick says Go Bang is Bo Yang's
Yang's
ugly
cousin.
cousin. Good one, Tommy.
Tommy says a small Macy's parade. Cat says, I don't care if the moon's made of cheese, this is too much effort. Fat Man says, the mice slipped him some drugs, then did this.
I'm just checking my watch now. Okay, I guess we're moving on. Kitty Cat doesn't get much respect. Tommy
Well,
says
that's
cats
some-
in space.
People get some lag.
Leg, okay.
I'm sure there'll be more. Tommy says cats in space. Nick says can't say anything clean here. Okay, new picture. Factman says the child left behind. Centauri says, okay, that's the wrong way. The finkles I grew on my furbelow after my go bang is a symptom of dilapidated mumpsiness.
Yay! 1,000,000 points to Centauri.
Quintuple point score. Tommy says, you think the wheeler's wrong? You should see the seat.
Nick says, don't end up in a roadside ditch. Okay, we're going to go to a new picture. Here we go. Oops, there you go.
Nick says, this is why we can't have nice things, Ginger. I think you might be going a little fast for people to...
You think so?
For the chat to catch up.
I feel like I've wasted 15 minutes on...
Not at all. Tommy says, my dream, my dream. He's obviously looking at the military vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think that was Cher's dream, and she made it come true quite some years ago.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it was Slim Pickens who in the... What was the movie where he rode the rocket? The H-bomb? What was the name of that movie?
Oh, the How to Stop Loving the Bomb and...
Oh,
No, what was it? The Peter Sellers one. Dr. Strangelove,
okay, good.
I think. Confused me completely. Tommy says about the picture, it's a manometer. Or a manometer. Nick says, who wants to go to Hooters when you can go to Pooters?
I think I turned my music down too much.
Fatman says, what is that penguin doing in the picture?
What penguin? There's
On
a
the left, there's a
penguin!
penguin.
Holy mackerel!
Newt has joined the chat.
Hi, Newt! Newt!
Missed everybody saying Newt.
Newt!
Nick W says, is that a pickle in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
So I want to remind you, even though we'll be stopping the show in 5 minutes, we're going to continue on in the chat. We're going to stop broadcast. Let's see, how can I do that? We'll go ahead and wrap up the show, but we'll continue broadcasting and I'll edit everything the way we have to do it. So we can continue on with the after show.
Okay.
Because we're just getting started with these captions.
Hmm. Did I read, Tom, a new way to play tug of war? Centauri. Doctors test a placebo for FTM sex reassignment surgery. A placebo for Female to
Female
male
to male.
reassignment surgery.
It's a placebo.
So
It's
how
like-
do you like the fit and the weight? Just walk around with it for a while. Destroy some Afghanis. Tell
How's
us how
that
it
feel?
feels.
I can't cross my legs anymore.
Yeah.
Let me know when you're ready for a new one, when you think we might be all caught up.
I would think that the downside is every time they get too excited, it costs about $10 million. Nick says, the guys told me we were going to Six Flags.
Is the penguin the symbol of Linux?
Not that penguin, but I think a penguin is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or one of the Linuxes, at least, yeah.
Ah, Nick says yes. Okay, I'm gonna go to a new picture. Let's see. New picture. Santari, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh, we made Centauri love juice through the nose. Oh dear. Yeah, not a good one. Juice or milk. Grapefruit juice particularly bad.
Oh,
I can recommend
golly.
not to do that one. 80s boy says, damn middle child. Newt says, who wants a banana? I do.
I do.
Tommy says, hey old man, get your hand out of there, said the monkeys. Pharmacus says, sibling rivalry. Factman says, I think I want a DNA test on the middle one.
A DNA test.
Nick says, fight the power, says Monkey Boy.
I think the monkey is trying to... Does he have a... Is he grabbing at the guy's glasses, or what is he actually doing? Anybody know? I can't really tell.
He might be punching him.
Hmm.
It looks like a throwing gesture to me.
It doesn't look friendly.
Newt says uppercut. Nick says the monkey is hiding. The monkey is hiding its foot-a-weapon right arm. I can see the monkey's right hand on the kid's neck on the left.
Yeah.
Tommy says he is brushing the old man's tooth.
Brushing his tooth.
The old guy says, at least Michael Jackson's going to take 2 of them off my hands.
Oh.
Centauri says it's a Fox News report showing homosexuals' idea of marriage. Yeah. Fatman says chimp power. He's tired of being oppressed by the human children. Newt says Olin Mills had a background for every occasion.
Here's another picture, guys. We'll do one more and then we'll wrap up the show, but then we'll keep going.
We're wrapping up the TV show, but we continue the web show.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, goodness gracious. That is a banana. Seems like we have a monkey theme going on tonight.
We miss our chimp son we gave up for adoption. Tom says, look, a diphthong. I'm not sure which picture that's about. Possibly this one. 80s says, that is not allowed in some southern states. Nick says Sally is jealous of Steve's better talents.
I should put a different picture up.
That's not making me want a banana, I have to say. Tommy says, I just really don't know. Newt says, world's... Thank you. Newt says, world's tiniest couple fight over macaroni. Nick says, I find this picture very offensive. Adate's voice says, Mama said.
Oh my gosh.
Newt, thank you.
Okay, we're going to wrap up the show right now, but we're going to continue on. So thank you, everybody, for being with us tonight on the People's Channel in Chapel Hill and everything. So we are going to end the show, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, send an email to thinkylane@yahoo to find out how you can be on the show. Thanks very much, guys.